Well, today, Donald Trump's lawyer that's been working with him for 10 years has decided to testify before Congress. Now, we know Michael Cohen has been Donald Trump's fixer for a very long time. And any person that has a fixer know all the dirt on that particular person. We all know Michael Cohen was charged and convicted in the Mueller investigation. But before he goes to jail, he wanted to tell everything that he knew about Donald Trump. Now, the things that we want to point out in this one is two particular subjects. Now, the first subject we're going to point out is Donald Trump and his paying off of the porn star Stormy Daniels. Now, I want you to hear exactly what Michael Cohen says, and this guy even dropped receipts. Let's go ahead and roll that first clip.
Mr. Trump is a con man. He asked me to pay off an adult film star with whom he had an affair and to lie about it to his wife, which I did. And lying to the First Lady is one of my biggest regrets because she is a kind, good person, and I respect her greatly, and she did not deserve that. And I'm giving the committee today a copy of the $130,000 wire transfer from me to Ms. Clifford's attorney during the closing days of the presidential campaign that was demanded by Ms. Clifford to maintain her silence about her affair with Mr. Trump. And this is Exhibit 4 to my testimony. Mr. Trump directed me to use my own personal funds from a home equity line of credit to avoid any money being traced back to him that could negatively impact his campaign. And I did that too, without bothering to consider whether that was improper, much less whether it was the right thing to do or how would it impact me, my family, or the public. And I am going to jail in part because of my decision to help Mr. Trump hide that payment from the American people before they voted a few days later. As Exhibit 5A to my testimony shows, I am providing a copy of a $35,000 check that President Trump personally signed from his personal bank account on August 1st of 2017, when he was President of the United States, pursuant to the cover-up, which was the basis of my guilty plea to reimburse me, the word used by Mr. Trump's TV lawyer, for the illegal hush money I paid on his behalf. This $35,000 check was one of 11 check installments that was paid throughout the year while he was president. Other checks to reimburse me for the hush money payments were signed by Donald Trump Jr. and Alan Weisselberg. And see for that example 5B. The President of the United States thus wrote a personal check for the payment of hush money as part of a criminal scheme to violate campaign finance laws. And you can find the details of that scheme directed by Mr. Trump in the pleadings in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. So picture this scene. In February of 2017, 1 month into his presidency, I'm visiting President Trump in the Oval Office for the first time, and it's truly awe-inspiring. He's showing me all around and pointing to different paintings, and he says to me something to the effect of, "Don't worry, Michael, your January and February reimbursement checks are coming." They were FedExed from New York, and it takes a while for that to get through the White House system. As he promised, I received the first check for the reimbursement of $70,000 not long thereafter.
Donald Trump a trip. I mean, this guy didn't come here and just talk. He was dropping receipts. He dropped the checks. And one check that he shown was paid by Donald Trump, as you can see the signature, and the other one by his son, Donald Trump Jr. So while this man is president of the United States, he's paying off his lawyer for paying the adult film star off. Now, Donald Trump sit up here, cheat on his wife, the same man that you heard on the tape talking about grabbing by the you know what, right? And yet, why isn't Donald Trump being brought up on those sexual assault charges? Y'all got R. Kelly. Y'all should go ahead and get Trump too. I mean, he on tape admitting it. Now, if y'all have heard R. Kelly in the tape say the same thing, y'all have been demanding R. Kelly long time ago when y'all heard that tape for him to go. But, you know, Trump's the president and he's still paying females off. Now, just being a woman, I don't think no woman would want to hear, even if she believed her husband, to hear and see payments going to some female because your husband decided to dip out. And now the whole world know that was his side piece. He paid $130,000 to his side piece to keep her mouth shut. Taking $130,000 out of a bank account that belongs to you and your family. But he paying off this little side piece over here to keep her mouth shut. Man, it'd been cheaper just to go ahead and come out and just say, yeah, I did it. I mean, it is what it is to deal with those consequences than paying the chick off. And y'all are doing all that lying. This female lying. She don't know nothing about me. I don't know why she's saying this about me. Lying. I mean, bold-faced lying, and then the dude put out your information. That's just quite interesting. But that's those people that ran around those Make America Great Again hats. And, you know, even though all this is being exposed, they still going to support them because they don't care. Because most of those people don't have any kind of morals anyway. Because if they had morals, and the funny part about it, they say they're Christian, but you know, if you follow white Jesus, you can't really follow the Bible really. I mean, white Jesus is an idol, and that idol allows you to be racist. That idol allows you to steal, to kill, to justify that. Because if it was the true Jesus from the Bible, well, it'd be copper color, you know, like me. So they really can't follow that. But Donald Trump been exposed. There's nothing he can say about that. I mean, dead to rights. Now, I mean, Trump, you do need to give that woman an apology. You need to apologize to that woman, and you need to apologize to your wife for embarrassing her before the world. I mean, the whole world know you got exposed today, Trump. But you want to get on Twitter talking about he lying. Man, not lying on you. He showed the receipts. It mean one thing, he just went up there talking, but he'll bring receipt after receipt after receipt on you. Receipts isn't lying, especially when everyone knows your signature, because you love to show people your signature on executive orders. But this is the president of the United States, but hey, these people get what they voted for and they get what they deserve. That's good. The national and worldwide embarrassment, that's what they get. And black folks ain't got nothing to do with that. See, as they stated, Trump was the white lash to Barack Obama. And really, Barack Obama didn't do nothing for us. So it ain't nothing but us at all as black folk. He served everybody else, but he didn't serve us. So I don't know what you were so pissed off about Barack Obama, because we did very bad underneath Obama. Now, on the next clip, Michael Cohen is going to confirm what we already knew about Donald Trump and his racism. Let's roll that clip.
Mr. Trump is a racist. The country has seen Mr. Trump court white supremacists and bigots. You have heard him call poorer countries shitholes. In private, he is even worse. He once asked me if I could name a country run by a black person that wasn't a shithole. This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago, he commented that only black people could live that way. And he told me that black people would never vote for him because they were too stupid. And yet, I continued to work for him.
We all know this particular clip isn't surprising. We all knew Donald Trump was racist back, if you didn't know anything, during the Charlottesville situation, where he claimed that neo-Nazis and white supremacists are good people too. I mean, and people floored about that. But it doesn't matter what he says or what he do at all. His supporters are going to continue to support him. But I told people this a long time ago. Donald Trump is the embodiment of America and who America really is. And the reason why they want that man gone so much because they don't like looking in the mirror of who they really are. Donald Trump is America. He's America 100% in the flesh. Every bit of him. Lying, stealing, cheating, racism. America. Well, what else more do you want? Show me that he's not America. Show me the history where Donald Trump's actions isn't reflective of this nation and what it has been definitely to us as black folk. Show me that. Now him riding around saying how black people can live like this, that's not exactly what he would say. I believe Michael Cohen. What has he got to lose now? He going to jail. See, when a person has nothing to lose, they're dangerous. When a person don't care about their life anymore, when a person say, man, it is what it is, man. They ain't got to fear anything. They don't care what they say. They don't care what they do. That's what happened. You put someone in that position. That's Donald Trump's fault. All the dirt that he's ever done, and you gonna turn your back on that dude like he did on Twitter and call this man a horrible lawyer, like, you idiot. This dude had all the dirt on you, air all your dirt, and you gonna turn against that guy? That's the last guy you want to turn your back on. It's the one that got all your dirt. You should be defending this dude because he has your dirt. Don't turn against him. But Donald Trump, that's how he is. He'll throw someone underneath the bus real quick. So Donald Trump being a racist, that's not surprising. See, and let me tell you something else about the situation with Donald Trump's racism and those comments he made about black countries, right? The reason the Democrats want Kamala Harris so bad, I mean, they really want her to be the president, not Bernie Sanders, not Elizabeth Warren, no. They want Kamala Harris. Why? Because of Africa. See, because of Donald Trump's comments, the United States can't worm their way into Africa like they would like to, because Donald Trump kind of shut that out a little bit with his mouth. He had to send Melania last time to go to Africa, right? She can only do so much and go so far. It's a lot different when the president of the United States is going and having conversations with these leaders versus the first lady. So they want Kamala because I promise you, if Kamala was to get in there, they will send Kamala straight to African nations to talk with them. They'll try to worm their way in because, they got to have, Africa. They got to have those resources. That's what they got to have. OK, so since they got to have that, they say, man, Trump is messing up. Don't like China having all this foothold they're getting in African nations. They don't like it. And China's being extremely aggressive in the way they're doing it. And people on the continent and those leaders are just allowing China to do too much because they wouldn't be doing the things they're doing in Africa like they're doing in China. They wouldn't allow them to do that if it was roles reversed, right? So America understands that if they don't stay in Africa, then they get cut off from everything. So Trump is causing a problem in that area. So yes, Kamala Harris would be the person they would want because they say, oh, well, hey, I'm black like you. All of a sudden she'd be black because, people like her, they play, both sides all the time. Hey, I'm black today. Well, hey, I'm Indian. That's the thing is about that dual loyalty situation, right? They won't pick a side. But Trump and his racism, Trump and his cheating, I mean, it's like I say, it's the embodiment of America. So none of us are surprised. I was just enjoying the receipt dropping. And this guy was dropping all kind of receipts today outside of even this situation. So I'm going to keep looking through some things that he stated and maybe bring back another video about Trump and his dirt, because like I say, this whole situation is like a freaking reality show, soap opera, or whatever else that you want to call it. I mean, Donald Trump is paying chicks $100,000, $130,000 at that, to be quiet about his cheating. Boy, I tell you what, I know his wife is probably pissed off. He better stay away from her today. He better stay away. Because like I said, he probably lied to her before. But when you sit up there writing a check out of the trust fund, he wrote a check out of the trust fund to pay this chick. I mean, come on, Trump. Come on, man. You too old for that, bro. You see, you get to a certain age, man, where you get all that out your system. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you say, look, man, I done did all my hot dicking. That's already out of my system. I'm going to settle down, get married, stick to my woman. I do all my things with my woman. That's it. See, when you're faithful to your wife, you don't have to worry about paying $130,000 to shut a chick up. And what happened at the end of the day? She still talked. So there you go. And now he want to come back and sue her. Well, she talked, so now I'm suing her. You should have never did it in the first place. It would be nothing to talk about, you fool. You should have went home to your wife that you got from a different country, that you imported. But you want to talk about all the other immigrants, but your wife an immigrant too. That's why I tell you, this Donald Trump, man, like I said, he's funny. He is funny. He's funny. But when it comes to us as black people, like I said, we got to laugh at it. It's comical. It is so comical. We need to laugh because this is who they wanted and this is who America is, period. Donald Trump. And I know some people in the comment section, that is not us. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look at your history. Donald Trump is exactly who this country is, 110%. Now, it may not be you personally, but the embodiment of what America is, yes, Donald Trump is America in the flesh. We laughing, we clowning, we enjoying this fun, and we seeing put out before the world. Well, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with Donald Trump and his cheating and his, we already know, racism. And make sure if you aren't a part of our Instagram page, join us on Instagram.com/Advice Media Network. You can click the link down below. We have all that set up for you nice and easy. And just join us there for the news cycle conversation. You can message us privately, but make sure to be a part of our Instagram because, hey, we all family here. We want everybody to come on in.